Drip. Yep, it's melting. This is taking much longer to fix than I hoped. I just was out yesterday, did a little bit. And shut down before I burned myself out. But I didn't have enough left to come out again, so back at it today. Yep. So I got the hose in there, but I didn't do one of the things I wanted to do, the old assembly. There's a check valve that I want to cut one of those hoses and put the check valve on, so shouldn't be too bad to do it inside there. We'll see. I just have to find the check valve in amongst all the parts that are in the van. Okay, the factory hose had this device in line, and if you can see, it's just a simple restrictor. You can see the hole through it. And the new one, I was going to splice this in, but I don't know if you can see, but there's a restrictor in there. Actually, by taking this off, it's going to make it easier to get at a couple of the other hose connectors.
The top there?
Yeah.
Oh, the other?
This one here.
You can do all the bottom connections first?
Yeah, this one is the worst one right here.
Oh, it has to go down there?
Yeah. So, I had already cleaned it with my, wiped it to make sure there was no crap on it. So that one goes on. I wonder if Roth made it to retirement age before the company closed its doors.
Which one's that?
Well, he worked for that company that maintained Air Canada planes.
Oh.
One that the government said they had to keep open in Canada, and then they closed it anyway. And the government didn't do anything about it. Bunch of assholes. When you're putting the hoses on, you want to make sure you don't twist the metal pipes coming out of the firewall.
Yeah.
Because those are part of the heater core.
The ones on the back too?
Yeah, because if they crack, you get a leak and you have to take the heater apart. So that's why with the old hoses that were stuck,
Yeah.
you cut the hose. Even if you're trying to save the hose, it's cheaper to replace a short section of rubber hose than it is repair a heater core. Same with rad hoses, eh? If you're trying to take them off and they're stuck,
Yeah.
you can try with a rad hose. You can usually try and get a pick or something around in between and kind of work it loose.
Yeah.
But if you can't, you sacrifice the hose. Putting the reservoir back on.
Okay.
Now, it has a slot
See, it's at the...
Yeah, but you can't see where the nut is. So, what you can do for that, need those to put the top in, is
Just throw the wrench on it now.
throw the socket on it, and then you can put it in place. Start these two.
Just to hold it in place.
Yeah, just so everything lines up. You should never tighten any bolts.
No.
When
Just
you're
kind of snug. Well, not even snug.
just, get them all started before you tighten any of them. It's just so much easier. Yep, that's feeling better. Any more?
Yeah. Actually designed partially with that in mind.
No, it's just worked out that way. There's a vacuum line here that I have to get up into place. Just a simple job like this, I can't remember where bolts go, and when I used to pull motors and transmissions out and pull them all apart, and you take it all apart and do what you had to do with it and put it back together, and never thought twice about where stuff went. And you have hundreds of bolts and nuts. What made it really interesting was working at the garage. You had, quite often, you would get a job that you didn't take apart.
Oh.
So the parts, someone take it apart and order what they needed. They'd hand you the work order, put it back together. Crack it loose. Fun, huh? It turned a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. There. Now turn it back the other way, so you don't gall the threads. Not a lot of room to move. Probably could have brought a bigger ratchet out too. My long flex head. Go a little farther. A little more. A little more.
Now?
Okay, now come back again. Eventually you'll feel where it'll change. The sound will even change. See, it's slowly starting to get a deeper, lower pitch.
Yeah.
See, that sounded different. Hey? You don't want to force them, and you don't want to break things either. got the battery off too.
You just wire brush those, don't you?
Yeah. Wire brush and a bit of baking soda and water. Nowhere to blow it to yet. Okay? Unless they're blowing it onto the street. The object is to put it all back together and have no parts left over.
Yeah.
Just about ready to shut down again too.
Before another spark plug then.
Before I what?
I won't bother pulling another spark plug right now then.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo it because I did it just about right yesterday. And I don't feel like crap today like I normally would. See, these ones are also for pulling those wires. I'll just close the side door.